So in my last video, I mentioned that I had some stuff going on that resulted in the video taking longer than usual to put out. I also said that I wouldn't explain it right there because it would make itself into a nice little video of its own. And here we are. Anyway, the reason it took so long to get the last video out was because, cue drumroll, we were moving into a new house. And also because I was playing a little too much Minecraft. But we'll get to that some other day. So originally, we all lived in a small townhome. Me, my parents, my 3 siblings, our 4 cats, and our 1 dog, all stuffed into that small space. But now, we have our own house that's kinda sorta in the country, but it's still close to things like the grocery store and such. We have a large yard, a deck, our own rooms. It's really great. We did have a few, interesting happenings along the way, of course. First off, we nearly couldn't fit everything into the moving van, and that was after we had already given away a lot of stuff we didn't want anymore, and we had even put half of our stuff in the storage units. And we don't even have that much stuff in the first place. We did manage to shove everything in though, so it's okay. We also ran out of boxes at one point, and I had to go out and get some more. Around the time we were moving, I think it was early October, there were still a lot of mosquitoes flying around. And let me tell you, and I'm sure most of the population will agree with me, mosquitoes are awful. I despise those things with a passion and a vengeance. I'm pretty sure that I killed a lot of mosquitoes in the nights leading up to the moving day, since we were going in and out of the townhome all the time as we took stuff to the moving van. Mosquitoes could easily slip into the house while the door was open. I killed, let's see, quite a few inside. My younger brother, Foxart, and I killed at least 7 in the moving truck outside. Oh, this is Foxart's new design, by the way. This way, he looks more like, a fox. Anyway, yeah, 7 mosquitoes killed in the moving truck. We loved to just smack them against the walls, and their bodies would kinda stick there. The bodies of those mosquitoes smeared on the truck walls will forever remind all mosquitoes who see them to never mess with us again. Anyway, moving on. The woman who owned the house before us, she was, interesting, to say the least. To put it nicely, she was kinda dingy. You see, by the morning of closing, we had already gotten all our stuff out of the townhome. It was completely ready for the next guy who was moving in after us. This lady, however, you would think that she didn't even know we were supposed to be closing on the house that day. There was still stuff all over her house. She had a grandkid sleeping in one of the rooms, and the trailer was still parked on the property, along with all the junk surrounding it. See, when people sell their houses, it's considered, I guess you could say, good etiquette to have all your stuff out before the walkthrough. You don't still have things there when your buyers arrive to inspect the house. That's not how you do things. Anyway, yeah, this lady, she lives next door now. But hey, she doesn't bother us, so I guess she's okay. When we were first working on moving in and getting ourselves situated and all that, our cats freaked out. 2 of them stayed hidden in a cabinet for probably a week or 2 after closing. They would only come out at night, but then they would be back in hiding by daybreak. Ooh, here's something interesting. When we lived in the townhome, we didn't really have to deal with spiders that much. We would get one here and there, but for the most part, they were okay. In this house, however, since we're more in the country than we were, I'm seeing a lot more spiders. I don't really mind that much, though. As long as I see the spider first, we're all good. Oh, and it's brown recluses especially. We didn't have any of those in the townhome, but in this place, we've already seen 3 or 4, I think. Well, okay, one of them came from the storage unit. We found him in a bucket. We were having trouble identifying whether or not he was a recluse, so I captured him in a small plastic jar so we could see him closer. Yep, that's a brown recluse. One of the biggest ones I've seen, too, although my mom had seen bigger. I kept him in a jar on the shelf to see how long he could last without food or oxygen. Apparently a long time. I think I got him October 30th and he died November 20th. So almost a month. I was kind of expecting longer actually, because some of my friends had told me that brown recluses can live a lot longer on nothing than you think they can. It probably didn't help though that his plastic jar got knocked off the shelf right before he died. Oh, rest in peace, Mr. Brown Recluse. But hey, I got another one. He was in a light fixture. He's smaller and not quite as dark, but that's okay. Let's see how long this one lasts, shall we? Anyway, the new house is great. There are a couple of things that we're eventually going to fix or add, but it's still great. We even live closer to several different friends of ours. Alright, that's all I got right now. Kinda short, but oh well. At least it'll be easier to edit. Anyway, thanks for watching and happy holidays.